Now, prior to meeting Gertie, Harry had, well, I'll go to the book. Harry had chosen an adventurous path, and in 1908, so this is previous, when he had just turned 18, he had decided to join the Army. He enlisted as a regular soldier in the 1st Battalion of the West Yorkshire Regiment, known as the Prince of Wales' Own. Little is known of his 2 years as a regular soldier, but later records show he was considered to be a reliable and trustworthy soldier with an exemplary record of good behavior. Now, this happens in America as well when you're on active duty, which is what he was those first 2 years. When you get done with active duty, they put you on some sort of reserve status. I think it's called IRR, and maybe it stands for immediate regular reserve. I don't really remember. I was on it for some amount of time, but I don't remember. And it's basically when you're out, but they can recall you. And then you can say active reserve, which is when you're still getting paid. Maybe you should do some drills and whatnot. It sounds like he was in a combination. When he got out, he was in a combination of those two. We'll go to the book. Most soldiers who had left the Army were automatically placed in the Section B reserve. It meant that for 5 years they could be called upon in the event of general mobilization and were paid 3 shillings and 6 pence per week as a retainer, while also being obliged to undertake periodic training. So that's sort of like the reserves. I had to throw this in there in a pamphlet entitled A Short History of the West Yorkshire Regiment, the excitable introduction to the unit nicknamed the Old and Bold claims no regiment in the British Army has a more glorious history than the West Yorkshire Regiment, the Prince of Wales' Own. For its record and gallant and devoted service to king and country in many parts of the empire is equaled by few and surpassed by none.